I want to show you how Open House is thinking about presenting a much more data-rich experience to consumers, particularly around investigating their agent, but also around home listings. So most people are going to want to get more information on their agent, whether they're close to using them or just got introduced to them. So here we can see I'm going to Google Mauricio Gonzalez, an agent. And on Google, any proper name without the modifier of agent or real estate broker in front or back is going to end up to be a very spammed category. So to get any meaningful results, you have to put a modifier on there. Here are the results for Mauricio Gonzalez agent. In the first spot is an industry directory, which Google tends to rank high. It has very little information on it, really just contact information and the information that he works in Chicago. The second one from Trulia, a Zillow company, has a picture and a little bit of information about languages spoken and such, and contact information. No reviews, no properties, and no activity. The next ranking here is from Realtor.com, a News Corp company, and we have a generic picture and contact information on the agent. And it notes here that Mauricio Gonzalez has not provided a bio yet. And I think one of the things that's fundamental to Open House is that the data's out there. We don't need people to provide a bio, and that's marketing speak anyway. What we want to do is go deep into the MLS data sets and show you the truth about the data of what agents are doing. And out of that, we fashion this page, an agent profile page. So Mauricio Gonzalez, there should be a picture here and will be. The team is working hard to get out 300,000 such profiles by November 1, 2016. We invite the agent to come and claim the profile. That's important in case they want to modify it or adjust it. And again, the data here is fashioned into a paragraph where it immediately points out these are the communities the data says this agent works in. And the data also says that Mauricio is almost exclusively a listing agent representing the seller. We can get introduced, which is part of the model of the company, Open House. And so here's our first set of data presented visually. It's a heat map showing that indeed Mauricio really does represent mostly sellers. We can zoom in on the communities which the data says he works in and go look and see in each community which transactions the agent has completed or has an active listing. This agent, again, 97% is as a listing agent representing the seller. For agents that are more evenly distributed, it's useful to consume information on a toggle between buyers and sellers because it is a very different process. So Mauricio has sold 106 homes, which is many, many times the average agent. And that's important. Open House is not in the business of saying this is a good agent and this is a bad agent. We do look at the data to see who's active and compare things to averages. It's just about the data. Here's a price distribution, high and low and median. And again, this agent for average agents on single-family homes, condos, etc. On average, Mauricio sells a home every 3 days. That is a lot of volume. Mauricio is very busy. At the bottom of the page, which is helpful for Google, a lot of the same information, including other agents, all hot linked in a paragraph that's important for the Google SEO, but it's also a way that people like to consume the information. You can get an agent recommendation for the other agents that the data science of Open House says are the most active agents in this neighborhood. Let's jump off to a home listing and see some of the same data science at work. We have pictures, we have price per square foot, we have the pricing, we have maps. I think a lot of sites do this. Another jumping off point to get an agent recommendation. And I want to come back to this in a minute because what Open House does very well is try to look at, again, the metadata around a market, comparing it to average, looking at trends. When consumers are hunting and pecking through information, that is what they're trying to understand is the neighborhood, the trends, popular spots nearby, similar homes and schools. As we go down the page, again, Open House does this well, so do a lot of other sites. Now we get into what is it like to live at this address, and we can meet the neighbors. How much do they make? What is their age? What is their cultural makeup and race? What education level do they have? Single, married, kids, no kids. Homeowners or renters, a very important component of any neighborhood. Where are they shopping? What are they doing for fun? What are they reading? What are they watching? What are they driving? We found this information that comes stitched together from a variety of sources to be very accurate. At the bottom of the page, we can go down to schools. We can look at the schools on a map um, and get in to see where the schools are, how they're rated, and click into each one and find out more about average class size and how they're ranked. Other homes nearby. I want to point out this detailed market trend. It says this is a buyer's market. And if we go look, here's a report created out of the data instantly around this address in this neighborhood. Why is it a buyer's market? Well, we can see the active homes on the market and those sold. Looks like demand is low, although it's quite even in this neighborhood. It has some properties selling. What types are being sold? There's 33 new homes listed. We can go look at those. How much did people pay? 3 of 23 above asking, 17 below asking. And for these amounts, and what addresses? What is the trending in the list price? A heat map of homes by price in the neighborhood. Now we'll look at time on market. The fastest home sold, let's go investigate that. 13 of the 23 homes were sold took over 3 months to sell with an average of 96 days, and that's up. It's taking longer to sell. Here's a heat map of time on market. What is the hottest street in the neighborhood? We can go look at that. We can go look at instantly created market reports that are the same as this for all the surrounding suburbs and neighborhoods. Or we can go look at reports for this neighborhood going back in time and check it. We can also go see that 144 agents are active in this area, and we can go check out the agents. So this is how Open House uses data for agents and listings and the things that consumers care about most.